Isaiah 6, verse 8. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send? And who will go for us? And I said, Here I am, send me. This verse should apply to all of us as Christians, especially as Seventh-day Adventist Christians. Today, the topic of my speech is community service and how it applies to us. What is community service? Community service is helping others in need in a particular area. I want to share a story with you guys. So, last winter, while I was still a counselor at Pathfinders, me and the other counselors decided to plan a community service event. So we were thinking about what to do, whether we should give food or do a toy drive or something else of that sort. So we decided to give out food to the homeless in the Chattanooga area downtown. While we were there, we were giving out food, interacting with the locals from down there, and also interacting with the homeless people there too. And there was this one homeless guy that stuck out to all of us. His name was Joshua. His background story is that he lost both his mother and his father, and he was thrown into the foster care system. And while he was in the foster care system, he was never treated like a regular kid would. All the families he was sent to basically treated him like a stranger. He never experienced real love. And while he was telling us his story, I thought to myself, he's telling us all these things that he never had, and everything he stated that he never had, I always had all my life. So that led me to think of how ungrateful I could be sometimes, and how ungrateful we can be sometimes, complaining about food, water, where we live, even the fact that we have education. Deuteronomy 15, verse 11 says, For the poor will never cease to be in the land. Therefore I command you, saying, You shall freely open your hand to your brother, to your needy, and to your poor in your land. What strikes me about this scripture is the word command. Command. God commands us to go out and help others. God commands us to go feed the hungry, shelter the homeless. And he doesn't really give us a choice. In other instances, God gives us a choice to do stuff. But in this particular verse, he says, command. And when I think of God, I think of Father, the word Father. And also when I think of Father, I think of my father. I would like to ask a question. How many of you guys have a strict father? Well, I guess you guys can relate to me because my father is, he's Haitian, so he's as strict as they come. He's the type of guy, his yes is yes, his no is no, and you wouldn't want to cross him or else, it won't be a happy ending for you. And that reminds me of Christ in this verse when he commands us to do community service, to go out and help others. Through community service, we should be channels of light and blessings. We should be a light to the world of darkness, and we should be channels through which God's love can flow through to shine to others. Community service is also a call to us, to me and you. Some of us may think that in doing community service, we have to go to expensive mission trips, but we can really do community service where we live and in the community that we were raised, we were born, and to make a difference where we are. Ensuring success. According to Ellen G. White, the main way to ensure success is to give to others. By giving to others, others will give to us. It's almost like a reap what you sow type thing, or you get what you give. Ways we can do community service. We can do community service in our day-to-day lives. We can do community service by saying, hey, you look really nice today, or by lifting someone's spirit. We can open the door for someone who can't open the door for themselves. We could say something encouraging to someone who's having a down day. And also, another way as college students, we may think, oh, we don't have a car, so there's no transportation for us to do anything, or there's nowhere for us to go to do anything. But we actually have our own community service program on campus, and we can sign up to do any community service through southern.edu/serve. To conclude, I want to invite you guys to go out and do community service. Thank you.